Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be giving you the blood bag review on Thor, Love and Thunder. I just saw this film today and I'm just going to say it outright, it's very good. But I want to address one thing first, is that I should probably address my thoughts of the other Thor movies. I'm not going to go into super much big detail because I might save them for their own reviews. But Thor and Thor the Dark World, like the first Thor is just pretty forgettable and I don't remember it at all. Thor the Dark World is in my top 10 least favorite Marvel movies, so yeah. And Ragnarok was really good. Now you have that context. Just thought I'd mention that first. But let's get into Love and Thunder. Love and Thunder is the fourth film for Thor, and it's really just him. Like it's all about Thor. But he just starts off by chilling, and then Gore the God Butcher, played by Christian Bale, comes in, starts killing gods because he sees them as selfish beings, and it threatens Thor and all the other gods. And so it's up to Thor, Jane Foster, Valkyrie, and Korg to stop him. Now, I should probably mention one big thing people are saying about this is that it's too comedic, which when I saw it, I didn't find the comedy to be overbearing. And even when it kind of was, I feel like the comedy is just intentional, because the movie, I feel like, is intentionally supposed to be really funny. And if I guess you can't take that, then I guess you can't take that, and you have no sense of humor. Because I didn't find the comedy to be overbearing at all. Now, let us talk about the acting. Chris Hemsworth and Natalie Portman, obviously Thor and Jane Foster. Obviously this is them rekindling their relationship that they had before, and it's actually done pretty well. They two do feel like they have good chemistry. And it's just done well. Now, I think probably the biggest highlight of this movie is Christian Bale as Gore the God Butcher. Oh my god, is he scary as hell. Christian Bale gave in so much creepy energy to this role that it's just so good. And then, but in some scenes, it actually reminds me of Patrick Bateman, which is another Bale character from American Psycho. Very good film. I'll be doing a review on that next weekend. But Christian Bale gives it his goddamn all, because this is his first Marvel role, and he just gives it his all, and he's by far the best part of the movie. Like, he's the best part of the film. And he has cemented himself as my favorite Marvel villain. He's just that good. Now, we'll move into the action. Very, very good. It's very good because the fights are really good. It was specifically when they're fighting Gore on that in the Shadow Realm, where everything's black and white. That's very interesting stylistic choice, and it just looks great. And a lot of the colors, specifically like yellow, get highlighted pretty well there. Now, another thing I should probably mention that about this movie is that they do change up Gore from the comics. Apparently in the comics he looks a lot more like Voldemort, which they changed it so it didn't look like Voldemort, and honestly I like this design more. And another thing is that they changed the Necro Sword. Now, I don't know much about it from the comics, but the Necro Sword was infused with the symbiote, which is what Venom, Carnage, and all of them are. But in the MCU, they had it to where it's infused with shadow magic, which I think that is a good change, considering Venom and the symbiote in general is owned by Sony, since it's Spider-Man. So I guess they had to do that because of that. Anyway. The visual effects, I mean, this is a Marvel movie, so of course they're going to be good. One thing I need to bring up is the soundtrack is so damn good. Just bringing in a whole bunch of songs from the decades, it's really fun to listen to. And again, the soundtrack, another one of the best parts of this movie. And man, it's... So my overall thoughts of Thor: Love and Thunder is that it's very good, and and you shouldn't really trust critics on what they say. Because because apparently people said that this movie is just a big joke. And I don't see that. I really don't. I mean, the movie's still getting good reviews, so it's not a Morbius level flop. So that's good. And we all know what we thought of Morbius, didn't we? Yeah, that was bad. But now I think that again, there's not really much else I could say. It's just a good movie. I had a great time watching it. The music is great. The acting is great, specifically from Christian Bale. He's the standout performance. And speaking of gore, again, they don't use him, like, I'm going into some spoilers here. You don't see him much in the film. Like, yeah, obviously he's the main villain, so of course you see him. But I think that kind of works in a way. Because it kind of adds to, like, the creepiness, like they don't overuse him. And I think that was kind of a right choice, because it kind of ups his creepiness. You're thinking, like, what's he doing throughout the whole thing? I think it's just way creepier that he's not overused. And, yeah, that's my thoughts on Thor: Love and Thunder, putting it in the old blood bag here. I'm going to give it a 98%. It's really good. Again, the one issue I do have with this movie is that it's, my one issue with the film is that some scenes feel a little rushed, but that's really it. But even then, it doesn't detract. It's still a great film, so yeah, 98%. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed today's review on Thor: Love and Thunder. And I'll leave a like if you did, and subscribe if you like my content. And I'll see y'all next time. Bye-bye.